This is the J-Hawks Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
Welcome aboard on the J-Hawks Sports Network, Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Klaber. Jason Pilcher joining me here for the boys contest. If the girls win tonight, 55-37. Anthony Baugh on the controls, Magic Suitcase, and Eric Clark ready to go on camera tonight here in the upper patio of the South Gym. Coach, got the win on the girls' side. Let's see what the boys can do.
Hopefully, yeah, the boys will pull it off. Last time the boys played them over their place right before a week or so before Christmas. It's a close game going down to the fourth quarter, and we kind of pulled away in the fourth quarter against them. Yeah,
you look back on what that score was, and as tight as it was, 55-52, and since then, they've only picked up 2 wins. They were winless at that point, but, you look back through their scores and not necessarily some tight games. Fought hard, I guess, beat Waukon by 6. Lost by 30 Grundy Center, rough one with West Central. Sumner Fred's been tight.
Yeah.
But, there's a conversation I was having today, and it's like people are getting ready when they're playing the Jesup boys team, and especially when you look at back-to-back conference championships, or even 3 conference championships.
3 conference for the boys.
Granted, we don't have some of the players we had last year, but still it's like, are we getting the teams at their best?
I think we are. You graduate a kid like Jack Miller, who you can't replace. But Ryan Treptow has stepped in. He's had a big hand the last few years. I forget where he has that in 2A in scoring. I think he's in the top 10, somewhere right around there for points per game, and he's had a really good season. Dylan Vogel himself, too, has pretty good game. Have a couple good games, string them down. Kind of the X factor for the boys has been, Pax McCone. Well, were you over there at AGWSR? He had some big threes, to go up, a tough team over there to pull out the win over there.
Well, yeah, you look at Paxton McCone, and I've talked about this, and there was something that just stood out to me last week. He just kind of came out of his shell, and he was attacking, he was shooting,
yeah,
he was doing what he needed to do.
Exactly, and he's one of those kids that they probably don't really scout because they're looking on for Treptow and Vogel, and he takes care of that, and if he can knock some shots down.
Let's now go to public address announcer Dan Fox, starting lineups.
A senior, number 1, Brady Burkhardt. A senior, number 3, Dylan Hamilton. A junior, number 5, Caleb D. Timmerman. A senior, number 15, Connell Saucer. A senior, number 23, Aaron Sandhagen. The Huskies are coached by Michael Mullins. And now for our Jayhawks, a senior, number 2, Paxton McCone. A senior, number 10, Ryan Treptow. A senior, number 11, Landon Vogel. A senior, number 23, Brennan Oshner. A sophomore, number 24, Parker Metzeler.
All right, Jesup coming in, and those starters, we'll repeat them here again. Oelwein starting off with Burkhardt, Hamilton, Caleb de Tamerman, Sauser, and Sandhagen. Paxton McCone, Ryan Treptow, Landon Vogel, Parker Mastetler starters. Brennan Oshner in the starting lineup tonight, as we will not see Nick Moore due to illness. So, so we will see what kind of impact that has. Nick, really a good utility player for this Jayhawk team.
Yeah, 100%.
So we'll see tipping off Sandhagen at 6'2" and Mastetler at 6'4". Jesup will get the advantage off the start. And when they played last time, it was a 55-52 win. Ryan Treptow had 27 points. Nick Moore had 13. Mastetler had 13. Sauser had 19 in that contest.
There you go. Pax McComb coming in on the cut right on top of the elbow and knocks it down.
Lead things off. And he's got a little confidence swag
to
him now.
He's the youngest one of the McCones. He's seen his other siblings, have a lot of success on the basketball court, and it's time for him. It's time to shine.
Just underway here again. Jesup and Oelwein going through the Nickel East. Another round, and Oelwein is on the board And Timmerman with the first basket for the Huskies.
Owen's coming on a little bit of a high 2-3. Leaves the
Oelwein.
gap. Nice pass.
Nice setup
And
by
one.
Oshner. Broke in there, waited for the outlet pass underneath to Mastiller, and they convert.
Yeah, Parker did a nice job holding on that short corner and then diving in there on the coming on Oshner. Nice pass, nice finish.
Nice assist in there from Brennan.
Parker reminds me of an old school 80s, like 90, like an old basketball player. He's got that, kind of post moves. He even wears clothes. If you watch him, it's a little bit of a throwback.
He's almost skateboardish.
He is.
With his big jeans and his floppy hat.
Oshner's going to pick up the push on the. That's going to probably make Joe happy found the 80 feet from the hoop, but hopefully he learns from that.
Sauser.
Oh, good defense by Pax. Nice.
Guess I misspoke on Sauser being in the game, as Burkhardt is not one of the starters.
I don't like Sars's call on that. Nate's call on that. I think Pax had pretty good positioning on that. He dribbled the ball off his foot. Got a bailout on that one. A little bit of a bad angle.
Will bounce over near side.
Good dig out by Treptow.
Sauser's trying to get a handle on it. And Jesup playing very heads up right now.
It's a little bit too. You got to get to 2 feet and kick out of that.
And Vogel a little struggle there in congestion.
Yeah.
And Hamilton.
Good overplay. Got to be a little bit careful, though, on that overplay. You don't get back cut.
And thanks for joining us on the J-Hawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology tonight.
A little high double screen.
Near side Hamilton
Travel.
And a little extra step in there.
Slid his foot. Whitaker. No, Hamilton. Sorry, Hamilton slid his foot on the top of the key there.
2 team fouls for Jesup, 1 for Oelwein. Treptow trying to get through traffic, left side. Ball's going to get knocked away. A little touch. And we'll send him to the free throw line. And Ryan averaging 22.1 points per game, an 80% free throw shooter. Right in.
I think last week he kind of struggled a little bit. I mean, Cena he normally had been playing up to, last week at AGW, sorry, kind of struggled a little bit, but I still think he put about 17.
Yeah, he was just a slow starter in a couple games last week.
Yeah, but he's still, he picked up 3-4 fouls, but he still stays on the floor. He's just a bucket getter. He's so smart and how he positions his body and stuff he can do.
Now Sauser in the paint, gets by Mastiller, and he's got his first basket.
Good strong move by him.
6'4".
Yeah.
And Oelwein has come in ready.
Nice.
McCone looked like he had to have a
pass.
pick, but Mastiller waiting on the wings. Ball is stripped away.
Way to hang with it.
Give credit to Parker for going after it and keep it going.
Go.
He's looking
Stay
for
down.
an outlet.
There you go.
Vogel quickly.
You got Treptow on the top. Get 2 feet
And
good.
Oshner will find Treptow,
Nice.
and he was ready for a 3.
Nice ball movement. Good patience by the Jayhawks.
Outside shot, Oshner with that board.
Good job.
Dish to Ryan.
Nice pass.
Wow, look at that, right through.
Nice pass. Way to
right
go
through
right
some
down.
congestion, and
Nice play.
talk about a confidence builder.
That was.
Get some frustration to Oelwein to set up a timeout.
Yeah.
5 total points right now for Ryan Treptow. 4 for McCone as he closes out that shot right before we take this timeout. But
Yeah, that was a good strong take by Pack. He started the game off with the first 2 points. Nice drive on going through contact and scoring the ball. The other kid that comes, I think he's getting ready. He's coming right now. I was just going to mention his name. It's Gage Wymore. He's a kid that comes in and gives pretty good minutes. He's a pretty good shooter. if he gets this, you gets some good looks, I think he probably needs to. I'm guessing Joe's probably told him a few times he probably needs to shoot the ball a little bit more. But if he gets an open look, he's something you got to identify because he's going to knock him down.
Wymore and McCone. That 1-2 spot. Zone pressure. Really trying to close down that lane.
Who's he calling it on?
And I think Ryan thinks it's him, and he is correct. So the official will say foul against Treptow.
Looks like Masseller got him a little bit on the lower on the body, and Treptow got all ball. I'm going to agree with Joe on that one. I kind of think Joe's pleading his case.
Just wants to make sure the official's aware.
These guys are good crew. These guys are, the younger, I forget what it is, but, these guys have been around. They're good call. One thing they're good about is they explain their situations and how they called it.
5 points is where Oelwein's sitting. Jesup looking to build on that 11-point total that they have. Wymore with the touch.
Nice ball movement, getting the gap.
Vogel had a look, and now Treptow didn't see the opening in the paint. Oelwein doing a good job conversing in that paint, shutting some things down, and missed a shot.
Move the ball a little bit faster for the Jocks. He got buried in there. Good board.
2 opportunities missed for Sauser. Joe said generally they're starting off with a heavy guard lineup. They played Grundy the other night, and they came out.
Nice pass.
With a bigger lineup.
Good head fake, good pass.
And a lot of whistles so far here in this first quarter.
And some of them were, kind of obvious calls like that one right there. That was a pretty obvious call. It's good patience on Vogel getting it up in that high and passing it to Parker on the low block.
Do see Maddox Pattison in the game, junior forward. And also Brendan Pattison. He's coming in. Free
Parker
throw
knocks
counted
down
in.
both of them.
Masseller with a total of 4 after those drops. Under 4 minutes to play, first quarter. Coming left side, no opportunity. And Sauser will take a free throw distance shot.
That's a good shot. Parker had a hand in his face, maybe a little bit late in the rotation, but not bad. That was a good knockdown shot. Ooh.
And they just were not going to allow Masseller to break through on a triple team down low.
No, Ryan right there, he's got to step on the guy. He's got to probably take that in a little bit closer and get a jump stop and probably score 2. Be a little bit more selfish in that position right there. Ooh, that's travel. Good defense by Ryan Treptow. A little pressure coming up by Oelwein right now.
Jayhawks will inbound. Vogel behind on that baseline.
Well, might be a little bit more of a face guard. They might start to face guard Ryan a little bit. We'll pull it off. Not a bad move by Pax.
Little stretch. And then down low, push in. With
good dig out.
With Burkhart. And
good
up
defense.
And no good. Shot missed by Hamilton.
Good kick ahead.
Nice dribbling from McCone, but just lost the handle on it.
He's trying to get to 2 feet and just kind of lost the ball. He had the right idea, just the ball kind of got a little high on him.
Wide open corner. Gonna miss.
Oh,
for
good
Ingersoll.
box out by Dylan Vogel. Or Landon Vogel. Dylan's the sister, sorry. Landon Vogel.
You're more used to that.
Yeah, most of that, yeah. But that was a good box out by Landon.
We've seen 9 players for Oelwein in the game so far.
Yeah.
9 total. And
good
Sauser.
Defense. Parker Masseller. And he gave a nice little thing. We got a block instead of pouting. Ooh, we got away with the travel there by
Paxton with a deep shot. No good. Keep bobbling the air. McCone, actually Masseller.
Good. Go through contact, yeah.
Was able to push that out, and Vogel was committed.
Nice thing that Sauser did there. Parker Masseller blocked him. Instead of pouting about it, he gave him a high five or whatever. It's a nice job.
Wouldn't have happened without him.
No.
And that's something just with the youth that Masteller has, and you see the maturity happening.
Yeah.
But, just got to wipe it from your short-term memory. 1:46 to go, first quarter whistle. We'll see a foul the paint, and that will count against
Dylan or Landon. Keep calm, but Landon had a hold. Yeah, Landon had a hold on him on that high pick, on that roll. Kind of grabbed him. Easy call.
Both teams with 4 team fouls.
Good hands by Trepp.
Nice little block there. Bring it back towards that south basket. And Masteller with 1 dribble, little force play at the board.
A little out of control.
A little excitement down there.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you get so excited now you forget how close you are to it.
Yeah, good defense by Treptow and then Parker Masteller to wall up and allow not an easy shot.
Treptow on his own, up off the board. Timeout wanted by Oelwein.
In this zone, how Oelwein's playing right now, I think Ryan can get that look anytime he wants off of that high, coming right off downhill.
Head coach Michael Molis for Oelwein wants the timeout. They'll take a 30, assisted by Lewis Reichs and Elijah Davis. Head coach for the Jayhawks, Joe Smines, assisted by Steve Schmidt.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog's down there. He, well, if you look here on the list, it has, got to find it here.
Rodney.
Well, Brock Sabers is an assistant coach, but
Brock's down there.
Matt Carlson is your statistician.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Tim Sauer gets credit as a strength and conditioning coach.
Is it on there?
Yeah, that's on there
nice.
too. Somebody was having fun in bound.
Yeah.
Just filling out the
Just
staff
filling out
listing.
spots, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've got, Calvin Sabers as your ball boy.
Nice.
He's on there, so he gets some credit. Outside shot, rim no good. Still Oelwein will keep it. There goes Burkhart. Comes around the long way and not able to make it happen.
No numbers, bring it back. A good hesitation.
Vogel, wow, opportunity he had. Spins in and foul.
He's going to call him offensive foul. Yeah, I think he extended his arm when he went up before the shot. I think that's what he's going to call it, a little bit out of control because he got Hamilton right in the, he gets right there on the cheek and the mouth.
Second personal foul for Landon. Both teams are in the bonus. Deep shot doesn't go. Oelwein struggling on those boards.
Yeah.
They're getting the shots, Jason. They just can't get them to drop.
That's 100%. They're getting a lot of good looks.
Yeah, if you were watching this game and not really looking at the scoreboard, you wouldn't think it's an 11-point margin.
No.
Vogel looking for an overhead, and Sauser knew exactly what was going to happen, but Wymore right there in the back looking for it as well, and not really after that play, wasn't really paying much attention to the clock.
No.
And 18-7 is where we're sitting here after that first period. What do you see, Jason?
Well, we're moving the ball well. I mean, we're getting all the looks we kind of want. You know, right now how there's Oelwein's zone is, that big 2-3 is pretty wide. I think Ryan can get any shot he kind of wants. Defensively, we've got to pick it up. We're same way with Oelwein there. I think intensity-wise, I think we got to pick up the pace a little bit on that side. But Landon Vogel's got 2 fouls, so he's got to be smart. Right now, we're out 1 player because so our bench is a little bit short tonight.
Yeah, and especially coming out, both teams, total of I don't know if they got to 9 total team fouls in that quarter. So things will reset here with the newer rules. This is the second year of that.
Yeah, and I like that. I do. It was one of those things years ago when they started. This is their second year of doing it or third year?
Second, I think.
Second year.
Yeah,
second year of doing it. A little hesitant, but I think it helps the game out quite a bit. It takes away a few things like stalling a little bit into games.
Well, it's not a 1-on-1 anymore.
No.
You're getting right into shooting 2, and it's sped up the game a little bit.
100%. It's made the game a little better. Speaking of better, you mentioned Bound. I think maybe who's ever running Bound, I think they can work on that website a little bit more.
You sound like Joe Smines.
I think every coach and every person that goes to Bound probably says the same thing.
You know, it's one of those things of, yeah, is it aesthetically better than what Quick Stats was? And
I don't know.
Function, you know, as far as what it is, it looks prettier.
It 100% does. You know, yeah, it's a good point.
There's some interesting things on it that,
yeah,
you know, it condenses some things.
It does.
For a guy like me to be able to pick up, but I know on the app, I'd rather see average points instead of total points when you're looking at a game.
Yeah. Why more?
Out
Good look.
Why more?
I was halfway down. It's good look. Good kick out. Have your hands ready to shoot the ball.
Oelwein, Landon Whitaker with a touch on it. Back to Pattison. And a little extra step.
Yep. Slid that foot.
Maddox Patterson with that turnover, and Landon Vogel will inbound in front of the Jesup bench. Jesup with 3 defenders. A little challenge.
Little
for the Jayhawks to try and get across
zone,
that board.
Press. That's going to.
Why more open, why over? He had an opportunity to go baseline there.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more aggressive on that. But he had to get the assist for the 3. We'll give him that, but next play there, he needs to be a little bit more aggressive and go score 2.
Landon Vogel, 6 total points. Treptow leads things with 7 for the Jayhawks. Also the scorebook, Masteller with 4. Whistle is blown, and I believe that's going to go against Brendan Pattison. And some substitutions in. Nolan Ingersoll. And then Connell Sauser back in as well. He's been averaging 14, leading scorer for for Oelwein.
Good. Way to be patient.
And we'll see Ryan take it on his own again.
Yeah, I mean, you got to stop ball. The first thing, you know, on that, you stop ball. It's, you know, from elementary to junior high to high school. They didn't stop ball, and Ryan took it right to the rack.
Sauser trying to
travel there. Yep.
He was trying to get fancy around Masteller a little bit.
Yeah. Got to get to 2 feet.
Caleb DeTimmerman in, replacing Dylan Hamilton. Both were starters. And Oelwein has not scored since the first period, and Jesup's put up 5.
Swing it. Well.
Opportunity for Treptow.
Yeah.
He said, I'll take it.
I'll take it. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, pick your poison. If I'm going down, though, I think I'm going to guard Ryan a little bit tougher.
He's got a total of 12. And off of Pax's foot.
Good defense.
And again, Oelwein continues to go to their bench and rotating guys in and out. They've got, I think, a total of 10 that have touched the floor tonight.
Good defense by Landon.
Really eyed where that pass was going and going to try and take it on his own. Shot goes, and he'll go back to free throw line.
Nice play.
He's focused in.
He is. He's a little, you know, sometimes you take the good with the bad. He's sometimes a little out of control. But right there, that's a good strong take. Go right through the contact and finish.
Yeah, he's a player too. I talked to Joe here at halftime of your girls' game, and you know, you look at Landon. He's had some varsity time over his careers in high school at Jesup, but really I feel like when he started out early on, he was playing, he was on the floor, but now he's one of the leaders out there.
100%. He had that injury where he broke his ankle,
something like that.
Yeah, and then he had to come back from that. So yeah, I mean, he's a kid. I mean, he plays really hard, extremely hard. You know, he's a good combination. Those, you know, with Pax Senior, Ryan Treptow Senior, and Landon Vogel Senior, they do a really good job feeding off each other. And, you know, Ryan Treptow, you know, he's going to take the bulk of the defense. They're going to scout for him a little bit more. But that leaves Landon some opportunities, and he's done well on those opportunities.
Well, and as quick as Landon is, you know, you think he's here, and all of a sudden he's over there.
Yeah, he's pretty 100%. He's shifty, and for a wire, you know, he's pretty strong. You know, like that shot right there to get to the rim and finish right there, go through the contact. It takes a lot of strength.
Send him to the free throw line to see if he can convert this 3-point opportunity. taking the dribble and go through. Vogel, I thought he was almost double numbers. He's only at 9 right now.
The old standard three-point play. Jayhawks come out man this time out of the timeout.
Huskies
Trying
trying to move that ball.
Good defense. Don't bail him out. Good defense.
Nice attempt up there from Whitaker.
That was really
Jesup
good
had the
defense.
ball.
Yeah, really good defense there, especially Landon Vogel making that pressure without fouling him, forcing that bad shot.
5:15 to go. Halftime, we'll talk to girls coach Jordan
Nice
Conrad.
pass.
Masteller.
And one.
He was committed to that. Went up and waited. He knew he was going to get attacked, and he was able to get that ball to go through.
Yeah, nice pass by Ryan Treptow, coming all the way to the left wing and throwing it across to the lane. Nice catch by Parker to finish.
And it's been a bit since Parker had scored. Get him back in there, and Jesup's pulled completely out of that lane. Total of 7 now for the sophomore. 5 minutes to go, first half.
It's been almost probably about a good 9 minutes of game time since Huskies have scored. They've yet to score this quarter. Paxton will pick up that foul, getting beat baseline.
That'll be his first, team's first this quarter. Joe providing some insight to Pax. And Oelwein scores for the first time this quarter. Burkhart getting at the line for that free throw. That one won't fall, but Treptow finds it.
Nice.
He knows where Vogel is at all times.
Oh, yeah, he does. But the only thing right there, Landon, he got the call there, but he just a little more of that body language, one of the referee, and I was like, nope, you got the call. Because 9 out of 10 times you keep doing that, the official's are going to swallow their whistle, you're not going to get that call later on.
Free throw rolls around from Vogel. Shake it off. 4 team fouls for Oelwein. Jesup will have full opportunity before this half to take advantage of that, I'm sure. 10 total for Vogel. Deep 3, no good. Attempt by Ingersoll. Treptow across midcourt.
Oh, just
telegraphing Pax where he needed to be.
Little runner by Wymore.
Picks it up. Wow.
Good shot. That was a good runner.
On their own to Timmerman.
Good by Ryan Treptow.
And Oelwein, they're getting the opportunities. They're getting the
nice
looks.
There's
some drops that just are not getting them.
Yeah. That was a charge. Ryan, a little out of control. Try to make the highlight ESPN play. Just probably get to 2 feet and make the pass out of there.
Team 2 personal fouls.
Yeah.
Sauser, almost a little misstep in front of Treptow. There's Burkhart. Trying to give
nice
up Mike
move.
Cohn, rolls in left off the board.
Nice move.
3 total for him. Bonus for Jesup right now. Gage had an opening and miss.
Good
but
board by
Masteller,
Parker.
wow, kind of breaks out of that lane.
Yeah.
Finds that board. And Vogel just kept after it.
He does. I mean, sometimes, right there, that's a good call. I mean, he's recognizes they're out of position, and he's going right into him. He's getting the foul. Well, and those are fouls.
And he's been at the free throw line. I don't know if this is his 3rd or 4th trip there tonight.
Yeah. Nice.
Dropped that first one in. For Vogel, 11 total. Boy-girl doubleheader Monday. Sumner Fred here at home.
Yeah, and then the boys have Wapsie on Tuesday to
Yep.
make up because they didn't. Wapsie had a lot of illness going through the boys' side.
So Jesup Alumni Night on Monday with Camden Oshner and Carson Lenow with the headsets on Monday night.
The official crew from UNI.
Yeah, we'll bring them in. Bring them in.
Nice shot. Good defense by Parker.
It's I think it's a contractual obligation.
Is
or
it?
something.
Yeah.
At least once a year
Once
they get
a year.
come be a part and hang out with
Wymore with the three.
Anthony, and Wymore. Matter of time.
He had a couple good looks. And that's the thing about, like, you know, the scouting report, you've got to find him because you got Ryan driving the lane. You still can't leave guys like that wide open. Just a little bit on the closeout.
We will see Brennan Oshner back in the game. He started for the Jayhawks. Put in quite a few good minutes in that first quarter. And we saw Gage Wymore take his place, but Pax will get a break. Looking for a little more size inside, and Salzer
Nice
keeps the
defense.
push, but you know, give credit to Mastella right there.
Nice
He
pass.
was focused on where he needed to be, and
Oh, yeah,
Gage,
they're shooting two. Good
Gage
pass.
was in line
Yeah.
for that layup. But that bonus is going to give a chance to go to the free throw line. And Oelwein's only scored 3 points in this second quarter. Jesup has put up 10.
And the thing about it doesn't go in the book is Parker Mesteller's defense on the block to make that shot difficult, get the rebound. Treptow leading the ball, running the floor, hitting the pass to Wymore, getting fouled in the layup, shooting two at the free throw line.
Rolls in. It had to think about it.
It did.
4 total. 2.5 to go, first half. Jesup in the driver's seat, looking to stay undefeated in the Nickel East. Actually, not undefeated in the Nickel East. I mean, looking to at least go 500 in the Nickel East.
Good defense with a cool.
Caleb DeTimmerman, little hanger jumper. And is that going to be Ryan's third?
That is. That's one. That's a foul. You got beat. Give it up.
And he's kind of looking down to see what Joe's going to do, and he's going to pull Ryan back out. Yeah, he's going to bring in Abe Sullivan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is unusual to see Ryan Treptow go to the bench in a game.
No, when you've got a lead like this with 2 minutes left and going to the half, you know, that's a foul that Ryan knows that he shouldn't have committed. He's got to be smarter than that.
Free throw doesn't work. Abe coming off that bench. Get in the mindset of playing. Little pick from Mastella. And we're going to lean on Vogel here.
Don't foul.
Gonna drive some things, and Salzer is going to come on that right side with the layup, and you got to think Oelwein's like, we've got to take advantage of this time.
Yeah, you got to take it to tough time.
And a foul on Salzer will send Mastella to the free throw line.
It's a good jump stop and get the 2 feet and attacking out the 2 feet by Parker.
Salzer's first personal. And easily drops that one through. He's been averaging almost 7 points per game this season as a sophomore starter.
Knocks him down.
9 total for him.
Nice
And a
defense.
little misstep on that pass, goes out of bounds. Turn that over. And Landon Vogel.
Shot clock didn't start.
So they will set that game clock back to 1:33. And as Jason said, that shot clock did not start. Reset them. This time baseline. Like you were talking about maybe at one time, they kind of changed where the inbound points were, didn't they this year?
They've changed it so it doesn't automatically. They only have a couple spots on the floor now where you take the ball. It's not where the ball leaves. It used to be where the ball would leave to go out of bounds. That's where you would take it. Now they've got a handful of spots where that's where it automatically goes to.
The Timmerman with that basket here, approaching the minute mark. Gage sees an opportunity for a three. Pull that rebound in.
We're getting beat back down the floor. And Parker's going to pick up a cheap foul. He fouled the kid before the shot knocked him down.
Now both teams will be in the bonus after this. Foul going to count.
Yeah. Pass is going to count because the foul was away from away from the shot.
All right, so it will be free throws.
Yeah. So he's shooting 2.
And more
hockey
chunk
change,
of substitutions coming in for Oelwein.
Hockey shift. Shift change.
Burkhart, Ingersoll, Sandhagen back in for Oelwein. And the all purple unis from the road, trim with black and gold. Jesup in the all white with the orange and blue trim. The home unis. Official kind of waving Joe off at a comment I think he had.
Double checking to make sure how like the N1 is shooting 2. I think they didn't confirm before that. They just want to double check just to make sure that shooting 2 instead of just the N1.
Sauser hits that in. Total on his night, total of 9. Under a minute. Second quarter really slowed down with a considerable amount of fouls, and Oshner gets an opportunity at a 3.
It's probably not a shot. Joe's probably waiting. The shot clock just started, and you got a little bit of a lead.
Ball comes out. Oelwein will have it back. Brennan said, I got to take it.
He did. I mean, I get it.
Take it.
You got to take it. You got to lead and stuff, but knowing the end of the quarter situation's coming up, you want to kind of hold it, eat some clock.
Ingersoll inbound baseline.
Good.
Mogul had actually had a hand on it, or maybe even a foot.
He got a little bit, yeah, got the foot, and they got the hand on after the kick.
And they will switch out at the baseline, bring in the Timmerman. Quick jumper from Sauser, no good. Get that rebound with Brennan Pattison, and Oelwein back on defense with no time on that shot clock. The last 33.6. And Gage taking off for that left-handed dribble. Brennan, little bounce into Mastetler. Oshner takes the shot again. Oelwein looking to get the last shot of this first half. That shot's missed. Gage back with the rebound. Between the legs. Oshner sees it again in that spot.
I think let's not take that one again for right now until we have to. Let's get a little isolation. They got Vogel, high screen, pulls it off. Nice.
Little fadeaway from Vogel. And that will be it for the first half. 41-18, and talk about a second quarter that erupted for Jesup.
Yeah, the last 2 minutes, Oelwein scored a handful of more points. They had only like 10 there for the last like 90 seconds.
Yeah, you're looking at an update here. 23-11 was that margin in that second quarter, but challenge, Ryan Treptow, 3 fouls.
3 fouls, and Lane Navo's got 2. And as soon as Ryan went off the floor, Oelwein kind of, sees that opportunity and they start putting some points on the board.
Let's bring in head coach Jordan Conrad as he will switch one girls basketball coach for another as Jordan Conrad makes his way in. Was I supposed to ask your permission if Jason could be up here? Was that something that I was supposed to do ahead of time?
No, I think maybe his wife. I don't know. I don't
know.
No,
I don't want to even ask her. The answer will be sure, as long as he.
Yeah,
I don't see him for a while.
We'll all be in trouble if she said no and he's up here.
So tonight you look at this team and you come in. You look at 16-8 in that first quarter, end up with a 55-37 win. Things started off slow, seemingly.
Yeah, a little slow. I think they got the first couple baskets in there. But I thought we were doing a good job defensively, and we got a few decent looks early. We let them get out in transition a little bit, and that was one big thing we talked about is, this team's really good when you let them play out in transition. They got some girls that can, score in transition and, get in the passing lanes. So that was a focus, of just taking care of the basketball and making them score in the half court. What I would say probably half of their baskets at least were in transition. I think C had 3 baskets in the first half, and all 3 of them were steals for layups.
And that seemed to be, later part of the game. It's like that was really clearly their opportunity was on those fast breaks, because if they were going to bring it down and slow it down, your defense was going to be ready. Yeah,
absolutely. That's what I told the girls. I think our half-court defense was really good, really solid tonight. And C and Becker, they're, they might be the 2 top scoring people in our league right now. C is close to 19, and Becker probably in there at 15 or so. So they're probably our 2 leading scorers in our pod right now. So, to have those 2 on the floor at the same time can make it difficult. But the girls did a really good job, I think, of talking and making sure we knew where they were at all times. And when they did score, I thought we made it tough on them. They didn't give them any easies except for when they did get those steals and get out in transition.
Yeah, they were getting shots up, but, I was fortunate for you that there were some that just weren't falling. Yeah. There was many opportunities that were just ringing out.
Yeah, absolutely. They got a couple of decent looks on us, and some of those looks, in order to slow, a couple of those girls down, you have to just live with a couple of the other looks. And if they go in, they go in, and that's part of our strategy coming into this. So, I think we executed it, fairly well what we wanted to do, but we just got a couple of good players that found a way to get some of their points.
Yeah, Emma Bowes, another good night for her. She's just as consistent. She makes mistakes. She lets it last for about 5 seconds, I feel like, and then she's moving on. Zabel, you could see her confidence build as the game went on.
Yeah,
and you saw that in the scorebook too.
Yeah, I think Emma, again, like you said, played another really solid game for us, especially on the defensive end. I think she's been doing a much better job of staying a little more disciplined in what we want to do. At times, I've had conversations, to her credit, she's very active and very quick, and wants to get out and get in the passing lanes, and sometimes maybe a few too many chances, but she's been doing a really good job responding to that. I think she's been doing a much better job compared to earlier in the season, being calculated. And that's one of her strengths, so we've got to let her loose a little bit to take some chances at times, but I think she's done an outstanding job of taking that feedback and saying, keeping people in front of her a little bit more. And, Emma Zabel, hit some big shots and had some big scores for us. Especially, I think she did a lot of damage in the first half.
Yeah.
She might have had most of hers in the first half. And then...
Had some key threes that helped.
Yeah, she did. She had some key threes for us. And then Olivia was huge on the offensive end tonight. I don't know, probably...
That's got to be, a top 5 game for her?
Yeah, that's got to be a career high, I would think, in points, or right there with it, I would think. I think the book had her for 24.
Okay.
So 22 or 24, somewhere in there. That's got to be right up there with her top.
But she was consistent, and she kept fighting. She was looking for opportunities, and and that's something that just seeing across your team, they just kept trying. You can't make a basket if you don't shoot it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought that we had some of our best offensive possessions tonight that we had this season, where we had 2 post entries in the same possession, and then we try to drive it baseline and we kick it out to the opposite corner, then we swing it to the top, and then we get it back inside and get a paint touch. Those are really good possessions. Coach Zabel was giving me a hard time tonight. I try and talk about we want gold shots, which are layups or wide open shots in your range. We want gold shots, not silver and bronze medal shots.
Right.
And so we kind of ended the first quarter pretty strong. And he made the comment in there, hey, we're getting gold shots now, right, Conrad? We're getting gold shots now. I said, yeah, good call.
Well, there was a lot. You're going inside, and that's where Olivia was. That's where we were seeing a Zabel in there. But I got to mention, I made a comment that Jaden Bowes, she doesn't show up in the scoring side of things, but a lot of what's happening out there doesn't happen without Jaden Bowes in the mix.
Yeah, Jaden's done some really, really good things for us this year. In the last couple of games, she's hit some big shots for us. and she can really get it going on the offensive end. If they want to leave her open, that's not a strategy I'd go with, because she's going to get hot one of the nights, and she might go off for 4 or 5 in a night. So I think something that's been huge for her this year, she's done a better job taking care of the basketball for us in years past. She's not as she's more confident against pressure, which has been huge for us to help relieve pressure for our point guards trying to bring it up, and the defensive end. All year she's been as good as she's ever been defensively, which has been huge. She's been able to find ways to add value, to your point, without scoring the basketball. She had a couple great post entries tonight that I don't know if last year she could have made. So that just shows a lot of growth from her. But those are situations, like you said, Olivia or Emma Zabel scores out of them, but it doesn't happen without her being patient and making a great post entry, leading them to open space.
You had a busy week last week, a rough one at AGWSR that you had to kind of come back from and come back into what you had earlier in the week against Wapsie Valley, and then tonight with Oelwein. But right back at it next week. Sumner Fred right away on Monday. What are you expecting to see from compared to what you saw last time? You're in the driver's seat up there. Will that continue down here?
Yeah, I sure hope so. I mean, if you just say, hey, we're going to have the same result, I would not show up on Monday.
Right.
But yeah, I actually have, Oelwein actually played Sumner on Tuesday night, so that was one of the films I watched leading into preparing for this. So I've already watched a little bit of them. But they got some girls that can shoot it from outside when they get it going. The first time we played them, they took a lot of threes, didn't make a ton. We did a good job defending it, but they do a good job of either, moving the basketball and shooting it, or shot faking and getting themselves in the lane. So we're gonna have to do a good job of being disciplined with them, because, just watching them on film from Tuesday night, I can tell they've taken steps forward. And they had a new coach this year. We got them early in the season where, they're probably still trying to work through how they're implementing exactly what he wants to do before they could be clicking on all cylinders. So I assume now that they're post-break, they've had a lot of time to work through some things. I expect them to be, playing better basketball too.
Well, Coach, congrats on the win tonight, 55-37, and head into 3 games next week, and the season just keeps rolling.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
That's head coach Jordan Conrad. We'll return here in a couple minutes at halftime on the Jayhawk Sports Network. All right, back on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. We are set to go again here for basketball action. I'm Nate Kleberg, Jason Pilcher here in the upper patio of the South Gym. Anthony Baugh on the controls, and then he's leaving. So I guess if things go down, we'll just let things go down.
Yeah, we'll let it go. I mean, it's been here as soon as the game, I guess.
Eric Clark on camera tonight. And back with that regular starting lineup. Ryan Treptow back in. He's one we're watching. He's got 3 personal fouls under his belt, but, also does Paxton McComb.
Yeah. A little bit,
shot.
yeah. I mean, Ryan got a good look. Owen came out with a little bit more defense pressure on there, got a better hand in his face.
41-18. Oelwein with their starters is Burkhardt, Hamilton to Timmerman, Sandhagen, Sauser. Deep from to Timmerman.
Oh.
They've had a number of those shots that they clearly have the shot open and they just can't get it to drop, but they get that one in close quarters.
Yeah. Parker just wasn't able to corral that rebound and got knocked out. Saucer was able to get that 2 points off the rebound.
Paxton seeing some contesting from Hamilton. And Vogel will dish in. Masteller looking for an opportunity, misses it, comes out, and it will come off of Oelwein.
Parker did a nice job keeping his pivot foot down and not traveling to get the shot off. Pretty good.
Treptow finds Oshner in the
Nice
paint, up off the board, can't get it to go.
Good look.
A little more push on that one.
Got everything he needed, just didn't finish.
Sauser, wow. He kept holding that up. He had a triple team, and he had some help come find him with the Timmerman.
He's got 4 points.
6 points for the Timmerman.
Yeah.
Pax to Brennan. Vogel take an eye at that board, and Treptow was on his way to the baseline. Didn't see it out of the corner of his eye, but Pax will take the shot.
Nice shot. Shot in the rhythm.
6 total for him.
Good defense.
All senior lineup with the exception of Masteller on the floor.
Ooh, that's a bad no call.
Yeah, Ryan almost at risk of another offensive foul. And this time, Brennan will be in the paint and will get the foul. And we will see a shooter at the line with Langdon Whitaker. Again, Oelwein has, they've gone 12 total players tonight on that floor. With Carter Hardwick coming in, a junior. And then I believe Nolan Ingersoll back in too.
Yeah, usually, normally you see like mostly an 8-man rotation a lot of times, 9. But yeah, Oshner kind of
went down hard. He's like, what happened?
Yeah.
Where's the whistle?
Yeah. Nice
Treptow,
pass.
no look to Masteller, up off the board.
Nice play.
11 total for the sophomore. Baseline, Rediker, no good. And he keeps following up and finally gets it done.
Way to keep the ball alive. Oelwein did a nice job.
Little fade away from Ryan. Masteller has it. Might take it on his own. Besides, Oshner wants a 3. He's going to hit one of those.
He's going to hit one. He's got 3 good looks at it, all in the corner.
Jesup up by 20.
And he has an air ball. They've been good looks. They look good.
He'll get it figured out.
Yeah.
Nick Moore out with illness tonight. If he's watching at home, Nick, we're hoping to get better, get you back here next week.
Play more in the good left-hand attack.
Nice little fadeaway
nice
there.
Little fadeaway. Good defense. Good defense by Parker Masteller.
Open for the big guy left side.
He was shooting those. Ryan's going to pick up his 4th.
Yeah, little lean in.
Little lean. He's got. Yeah.
So Treptow with 4 personal, and Oshner will come in. Ryan will sit down, and you kind of see it's like, I shouldn't be doing that.
No, yes.
Now Oelwein with the ball. A little over 4 minutes to play, 3rd quarter.
Parker did a nice job not giving up that back cut.
Wide open far side, Burkhardt, 3 attempt, no good. Rebound was touched off of Oelwein and came off of Caleb Timmerman.
Yeah.
Gage Wymore, Vogel,
Good screen.
McCone, seeing Wymore with a shot. And that ball is just getting loose and wild at the midline. Nice pick up defensively from McCone. Slips up, covered by Masteller. He gets a hand on it, but a follow-up from Sauser.
Just
had to think about going in, and it finally did.
Couldn't corral the loose ball. He's able to get it. Parker did a nice job getting the deflection. We just couldn't grab the ball.
11 points. Oshner
Trying to body
has
him
no
up.
problem taking the dribble and going up against a guy with some size on him.
Good look.
A 6'5", Brennan Pattison. And now Masteller continues to come back. 15 total for him, and want a timeout on the floor.
Joe want a timeout. Pax McComb. Nice pass.
So bring him in, and Coach Smines, Coach Schmidt, Coach Sabers. Do you have to be an S to be on that staff?
Maybe.
S last name.
Maybe. Well, probably.
At least
too.
tonight,
he's got
anyway.
a little bit more. His dad, Joe's dad's is here, so he's probably a little bit making sure he's doing everything right. His dad's a head coach
well,
too.
You'll hear about it.
Yeah. 80.
Mini Coach Sabers down there as well.
Yeah. Well, his name's for the official ball boy.
Oh yeah. So, pull the papers out of Joe's pocket. I need to talk to Joe sometime. I go, what's on your papers?
Yeah.
I need to have that conversation. So, but, you're working a lineup that he probably didn't necessarily feel like he was going to have with Treptow out of the lineup. You got Paxton with 3 fouls.
Yeah.
We've seen Abe Sullivan in the game.
Yeah. I mean, probably Ryan won't see. We won't see till the fourth quarter, depending on how the lead goes. He may even sit a little bit at the fourth quarter. Depends how, he may bring in Sullivan here.
What's the rule this year with JV varsity play?
Well, girls, they can play. Boys, they still have quarter restrictions, I believe. Girls, they can pretty much, you can play 21 and 21, so you can technically play a full JV and a varsity schedule if a girl wanted to. Boys still have that quarter restrictions.
Paxton at the top. Oshner eyed it. Comes in the paint on his own, and he will draw the foul, though.
I'm going to go with the Oelwein crowd on that one. I think that was a travel. I think Oshner got a little bit shuffling his feet.
Second personal for Brennan Pattison.
Yeah.
Another slug of changes coming in. Substitutions for Oelwein. Vogel. Little bounce pass. Wymore. Vogel. Go see Masteller, but he's not open. Holds the pick. Tripped up and
just lost
does come
control.
off of Jesup.
Yeah, I mean, there was no call and there was no foul or anything. He just kind of lost control. Trying to turn the corner.
(49-27). Both teams actually Oelwein outscoring Jesup so far 9-8.
Yeah.
Whitaker. Shot clock hitting almost at that 10-second point. And here's Sauser. Lean in
Nice
left
move.
side, calculated.
That was a good left hand. Parker played him straight up. Good defense. Sometimes offense just gets a little bit better. Split the double. There you go.
Joe wants a timeout.
Yeah. He's a little bit mad at Gage. Gage kind of came away from the ball. He's got to make sure Gage has got to get, not to the sideline, he's got to get a little bit more, either to get the ball up ahead. Can't kind of hide on that situation.
Yeah, he got right after Gage.
Yeah.
But a little regroup here, get the thoughts. And Oelwein's coach, though, there's some energy over there. Mike Molis, you know, they're all involved.
Yeah.
There's not many that haven't been on the floor, but you know, they're not going to give up without a fight.
No, 100%. Like you said, even like the girls' game, you watch. You know, of course, you know, you called it, but they're way better than what their record is. I mean, you watch them how they play. You know, they play really hard. You know, it's just sometimes it goes to show. Sometimes, you know, in this conference, it's a pretty tough conference. You know, every single night you got to come ready to play.
Gage with that left hand. Now Masteller on his own. Skies up. Little force into Peyton Cameron now in the game for Jesup.
Right pass, just maybe a little bit too much on it, but still one that you probably got to catch.
20-point margin.
No foul.
Now Saucer will roll in, no good, and whistle blown as Maddox Pattison comes down with that rebound.
That's going to be Pax's fourth. You got Pax on the so Joe's going to he might have to go to the bench a little bit more right now.
And he's going to go to Seahawks.
I was like, it's kind of one of those things like, you know, you get one kid missing, the chain reaction is huge because it just allows kids coming in rotation.
Yeah, with Nick Moore gone tonight, you know, it was going to be interesting to see what impact that was going to have.
Yeah.
We had that conversation early on. Free throw rolls in for Pattison. That's his first point. 60 seconds to go, third quarter.
Oh, that is better.
Braylon Seahawks in the game, and a three-point corner attempt from the center.
That's a foul you don't want to do.
And Peyton Cameron will get dinged.
90 feet from the basket, he got the rebound, clear in front of you. Hustle down and play defense on the other side.
Three attempt, Maddox Pattison, rebound back into Oelwein. Saucer behind the back shot, rebound Cameron. Vogel, he's got some vision from that spot. Gage checks up at the clock. There is about 2-second difference between the game and the shot. Vogel will spread some things out here.
Project
Call
the
for the
screen.
pick. Little fader hits the rim, and right after, give credit to Whitaker. He seems to be everywhere.
Oh, blocked by Weimar.
Bring in the short guy on the floor to drop it.
You're going to see,
all ball. So, Oshner comes back in. Peyton Cameron will sit down. It's been an interesting lineup exchanges as Joe's had to work through.
Yeah.
A little force up from Saucer at the buzzer, and
a little short.
49-30. Oelwein outscoring Jesup 12-8.
Yeah, they won that. That's the first quarter they've won. I mean, you know, they've cut it down to 19. You know, Jesup's, you know, thing is that you got a couple guys in foul trouble. You get a couple buckets here and there, you get a couple calls go against us. You know, game's still not over, not even by close.
Well, and Oelwein's, they're getting shots.
They are.
There's some aren't going. They've had a number of attempts from three that they just haven't gone.
That's
so
true.
We saw it in the girls' game too. There was a number of attempts that should have went.
100%. The other thing is what he's been doing with the lineup, bringing people in, fresh bodies. You're probably going to see in this quarter, you're probably going to see a lot of pressure, and I'm guessing that's what Joe's probably telling them right now is that expect pressure. They're going to probably pressure every time. They've got to cut in the lead somehow. They got to take chances. That means if they get called for a foul, they get called for a foul. But
looks like Treptow will make his way back in to start this fourth quarter, along with Brendan Oshner, Paxton McCone, Vogel, Masteller, all starters back in to start the fourth period. And prior to Ryan and Pax, he says Watch your back ends.
Yeah, they're going to, try to save them. Maybe a little bit of contact. We come on in a 2-3 zone. See how aggressive we are. Oelwein really hasn't knocked down a lot of shots from the outside. So kind of make them shoot from the outside.
Brennan with that rebound, and Vogel has some traffic to get around. Now Brennan's going to lean in, 6 foot out. Almost had that one. Good credit for Brennan taking that chance. Ooh. And who will we see? 44 on Masteller. It'll be his second personal, and it looks like.
Yeah, he rolled his ankle pretty good, I think, coming down.
Was it ankle or looking at a knee?
I think it's ankle right now.
So we will bring the players back to their respective benches and have the coaches a chance to talk to these starters. Oelwein, after this, they'll move on. On Monday, they will host North Fayette. Tuesday, travel to Union, and that begins a 4-game road stretch for them. Go to AGWSR on Friday, and then the following week at Wapsie at Dyke New Hartford.
Yeah, speaking of Ackley, that was a fun environment there last Friday. I mean, it's a little bit of a smaller gym, but the environment they had in there with the stage, the old school, it was almost, straight out of the movie Hoosiers. They had a really good crowd.
A little peaked, the peaked roof in that auditorium.
Yep, exactly.
And in that gym, but
yeah.
Little north gym. And I don't know if I guess I didn't even think about it. I don't know if you guys shift your practices to go to the north gym to kind of be more in that environment, or if it doesn't really matter.
We don't, but Wednesdays we we change because it's early out or family night, so we take turns going up to the north gym.
But here sometimes it's whatever gym's available.
Yeah.
Breakaway, Oelwein gets that steal. Can they convert? And they can.
Yeah, like I said, don't take care of the basketball.
The Timmerman.
16-point lead.
He has 8 total. Now Ryan challenged. And Masteller will come baseline.
Yeah,
Ball gets loose as he was bringing it up. Loses the handle.
You want to tell your team to stay aggressive, but you want to limit your chances.
Corner attempt from Carter Hardwick.
Ooh,
now in.
Yeah. Good rebound by Ryan.
Yeah, we've seen 11, I guess I'd say, on the floor, and we're going to see the leading scorer, Connell Sauser, coming back in, as he's been averaging this season 14.3 points per game, but he's moving a little slow.
Yeah.
A little hip in his skip. Pax will get it across midcourt. Vogel eyes a 3, and he takes it and gets it.
His first bucket for a while. We haven't scored a bucket for a while.
It has been a while. 15 total.
Good rotation out by the White.
Missed shot. Vogel was there to catch that in.
Oh, he's kind of missed him. He had Pax. Maybe he kicks him into him. Pax may have a layup.
Oelwein, not real any foul issues. I guess, they played so many different players.
Yeah, they're in and out. They have, like I said, it's a hockey line change.
Landon Whitaker back in, and he's been an aggressive player offensively and defensively for Oelwein.
Nice pass.
Brennan, he's going to hit it this time.
Oh, good look. He's had really good looks. Nice pass from Ryan Treptow.
Gets back in, and if he had held his own in there, but stepped back, Brennan did. Or no, they give that on Landon. I thought that was on Oshner, but that's going to be a third for Vogel.
Yeah, I think they said he got him on the arm.
Free throw. Count that for Timmerman. Total of 9 for him now. Second leading scorer for the Huskies. Sauser has 13 total. 52-34 advantage Jesup. Another free throw. Again, Jesup had the advantage in that first period, 18-7. Again in the second, 23-11. Oelwein came back with the advantage 12-8 in that third period, and so far it's been relatively even. Treptow on his own to the hoop, and he will get it to drop in.
Good strong take.
14. Saucer gets past Masteller.
Nice little Euro.
Back at it again. Let's build this back up.
Yeah. Just a nice job Ryan does avoiding the contact, going right through it, right around it. Good defense by Parker Masteller.
Down again with
don't want to get in a track meet with these guys because you don't want them to trade baskets.
Pack's big shot doesn't go. Masteller there to pull that back in. Now Brennan has it. And Jesup.
Joe's coming out of play.
Slowing it down a little bit. Don't need to give up.
Well, he's got Parker coming down the baseline.
Don't need to give up that ball, and well orchestrated play.
Yeah.
That should be, this very one by Baby Parker's best game of the season, 17 total.
Yeah.
He's been averaging coming into tonight 6.8. But Oelwein counters as Hamilton is the board for the first, actually for the second three-pointer.
Nice pass. They were on the floor.
Give credit for them.
Yeah.
Know where you need to be and make it happen.
Pushes the lead back to 20.
But yeah, that last play, down floor, Pax setting up Parker really well.
Yeah, Parker's, knocking on 20 points. I mean, he's he's got 19, 3-something left in the game. So I mean, he could put I don't know if he scored 20. I don't think it's probably got to be his high, varsity high, I would guess.
Well, 3:48 to go in this one. Yeah, at least his varsity high, I would think, is where he's sitting at.
Yeah.
But Jesup, Monday, turn things right around. They'll get a practice in tomorrow and play Sumner Fred. Last time Jesup faced him, it was a loss up at Sumner Fred, 74-64. And if you go back in the history of that, actually, I'm thinking of Jesup right now, of the boys since 2019 have beat Oelwein 10-0. But thinking back to the Summer Fred game, there's some strength, there's some power in that Sumner Fred staff that Jesup is going to need to keep their noses clean.
Yeah, I mean, Sumner's sitting at 2-1 in the conference. Union's undefeated right now on our pod, so they're still alive for the conference title.
Masteller knocked that away.
Yeah.
Sauser, you can see there's something maybe with his right hip that he's just kind of favoring that right side a little bit and just kind of fighting through it. Whitaker. Burkhart with a touch on it. He's been averaging almost 4 points a game. Third leading scorer on the team. Gage got a hand on it.
Nice move.
And a little favorable roll. Saucer now to 15. Saucer now to 17, actually.
I mean, he's got 17. Wymore from the good look.
Had the opportunity to take.
Yeah.
A deep shot from Oelwein, and Whitaker has been consistent. Take him to total of 6. Jesup will have the ball.
Oh, he got Dylan.
And no one covered Vogel left side and unable to get it to go.
Came around the roll of the inbounds play, and Landon was wide open.
Last time these two teams met back in December, Sauser had 19, Treptow had 27, Parker had 13. Sauser reached for that, pulled it in, and made the play.
Hey, Masteller played him pretty tough. It's a good shot. Cuts the lead down. We were up 20, now it's 13, so 7-0 run for the Huskies. Oh, he got him.
Parker had a chance there. Or Paxton had
Nice.
a chance there, but Parker will make it happen, and Joe wants a timeout.
Good drive, good kick.
21 total points. He gets there for Masteller. And what's Joe saying right now, you think, Jason, as he's looking here in the last 2 minutes of this game?
Well, I'm guessing right now he's telling him about shot selection. It's like, keep the ball moving, get a good shot. You don't need to take a jumper early on the shot clock, rebound the basketball. I mean, you do the little things, you'll be fine at the end of the game. Things like that, if you start shooting the ball, without, purpose, just to shoot the ball, then that's when other teams are going to come back on you and knock some shots down, and it's going to get really close pretty quick. And I'm guessing he probably told Ryan, you got 4 fouls, so you got to be smart.
Deep shot again from Whitaker. Had a 3 last time down. Ryan will slow it. Finds Masteller, spins, gets it up, and he's got 23 points.
Exactly. Early in the shot clock, but you're right at the rim, you want to score it. Put 2 points, put more pressure back on Oelwein to make them work a little harder to try to score. You're right within 2 feet of the rim, go score it.
And Saucer will push that one through. Draws the foul. Take him to 21.
He is really good and under control underneath there. He's got some nice moves down there.
Aaron Sandhagen in, along with Kunkel for Oelwein, and Whitaker will sit down. Free throw attempt. Saucer will take him to 22 even. Last 90 seconds. Jesup looking to really improve on their second lap in the Nickel East. And got through the first round at 1-2. Shot clock at 15, about 60 seconds to play, and Treptow loses the handle on it.
Yeah, good hands by
Ryan. Pick it up. Now a little jumper, 12 feet out, no good. Masteller pulls it down, walks the line, will keep it to Jesup's end. 56.5 seconds remain. Vogel.
Thought about it.
He did think about it. But they're just going to keep moving around the arch.
That's a really good teammate right there for Parker. He had 2 points to add to his high school total, his high school high, and he was smart to eat some clock. That's a really classy move for a sophomore. Really smart.
Ryan getting attacked, but he's going to take it on his own. 6 seconds to go on that shot clock, and Masteller will draw the foul as he goes up, and that should go against Saucer, and that will be his second personal, fourth for Oelwein. And what once was a 20-plus margin,
down to 14.
Now just down to 14 and possibly 13 here. And we're seeing some exchanges on the floor. More substitutions. If you've not played yet for Oelwein, you are now on the floor.
I think pretty much everybody's probably touched the floor.
Free throw in. Masteller, 23 total for him tonight. Shot clock is off. Ball gets loose. Official's just going to let some things go here, and that goes out of bounds. And
now you just inbound the ball and just hold it.
And Ryan will take his time, and Jesup will win this one tonight. It wasn't without question, but it wasn't without concern.
No, 100%. I mean, Oelwein did make a good run there for a while. I mean, it was a 15-point game, but Oelwein didn't give up. I mean, they're a good team. I wouldn't want to play them again.
Yeah, that was something Joe talked about earlier of compared to what they were at the first part of the year. When you look at watch and play, it's not, the scoreboard doesn't really truly represent what you're seeing. And
100%.
And they'll move into next week. Jesup with a 5-5 record in the season, 500, 2-2 in the Nickel East. Oelwein 2-11 overall and 0-5 in the Nickel East action. So our next broadcast coming up on Monday, as we will have it for you here on the J-Hawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Camden Oshner and Carson Lenow. I kept saying Tyler Lenow, but Carson Lenow will be on headset, and then Jason and Luke. You get the Wapsie Valley game
boys
on
only.
Tuesday. So that'll be coming up. And it is senior night on Friday, a week from tonight, when we host Union on this floor. So for Jason Pilcher and our on-site producer Anthony Baugh and Keimer operator Eric Clark, I'm Nate Claber from the upper patio here in the Jesup South Gym. Boys win tonight 65-50. Girls won earlier 55-37. You can watch these games again on replay on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. This is the J-Hawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology with music courtesy of bensound.com. Go J-Hawks and good night.